Good morning, children. Hope you all are doing good. And I'm sure you all must be sincerely doing your assignments. Children, you already know that the shape of our earth is geoid and it has an irregular surface, as you can see in this picture. Have you ever wondered what is there inside the earth's surface? Do you know how deep the center of the earth is? Is it solid rock all the way down? Or is it liquid wall with a thin, solid crust? So, children, in today's session, we are going to discuss all these things, which is our second chapter of geography, that is, inside the earth. It is humanly not possible to go inside this earth surface below the depth of 2000 meters. Temperature increases with depth in the interior of the earth. It is estimated that the temperature at the center of the earth is as high as 6,000 degrees Celsius. This is the same as the temperature at the outer surface of the sun. When the earth was formed around 5 billion years ago, it was molten wall of rock. As it cooled, the denser or heavier materials sank down and the lighter materials floated up to form the crust that you see. At present, the interior of the earth is like an onion with several layers, or you could think of it as an apple. Just as an apple is made up of skin, pulp, and core, so is the earth made up of three layers: the crust, the mantle, and the core. Temperature, pressure, and density increases as we move from the surface to the interior of the earth. Let's study about these three main layers of the earth in detail. The crust is the first layer of the earth. The crust is the uppermost layer of the earth. It is the thinnest of the three layers, forming just 1% of the earth's volume. The crust is made up of two layers. The upper crust makes up the continents. It is mainly consists of the minerals like silica and aluminium and is therefore also called Sial. The lowest crust makes up the ocean floor. It is made up of minerals like silica and magnesium. Therefore, it is called Sima. The crust varies in thickness from just around 5 km under the oceans and around 35 km under the continents. The mantle is situated just below the crust. It is about 2,900 km thick. It is a zone of mixed minerals such as iron, magnesium, aluminium, and silicon. The average temperature here is 3,000 degrees Celsius. The innermost layer of the earth is the core. The radius of the core is about 3,500 km. Both temperature and pressure are very high here. The dominant minerals here are nickel and iron, so this layer is also known as the knife. Children, you already know that how early man used to produce fire by rubbing the small pieces of rocks or stones. Even in today's world, rocks are widely used in everyday life. Rocks are all around us. You can see rocks in your yard, on the road, in the pencil lead, bricks, etc. Do you know sand and dust are also rocks? So, what do you mean by rocks? The outermost layer of the earth, the lithosphere, is made of solid materials called rocks. Rocks are solid substances formed by one or more minerals which naturally occur on the earth's surface. Sandstone, gypsum, dolomite, marble, and limestone are some examples of rocks. Rocks vary in color, texture, chemical composition, and softness. The process that breaks down rocks into smaller pieces is called weathering. Now let us study about major three types of rocks. The three types of rocks are igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. First, we will discuss about igneous rocks. The word igneous is derived from the Latin word ignis, means fire. When volcano erupts, it causes the liquid rocks to rise above the ground, and when this liquid is present inside the earth, it is called magma. This hot magma flows out during the volcanic eruption and cools down and solidified over a period of time are called igneous rocks. They are also called primary rocks because they were formed first. They are very hard. Granite and basalt are the examples of igneous rocks. Our Deccan Plateau is also made up of basaltic rocks. These rocks are further divided into two types, extrusive rocks and intrusive rocks. Primary rocks formed on the surface of the earth are called extrusive rocks. Magma that get trapped in the veins deep inside the earth cools down over a period of time and form rocks are called intrusive rock. The second type of rock is sedimentary rock, and sometimes it is also called as secondary rocks. Igneous rocks are exposed to the forces of nature. These forces break the rock on the surface of the earth into small pieces, and these small pieces turn into tiny particles with time, and these tiny particles are transported by wind, water, etc., and deposit at certain places. The deposition of such materials occurs in layers of rocks, and these types of rocks are called sedimentary rocks. This layer often contains fossils of animals and plants. Limestone, sandstone, and rock salt are the examples of sedimentary rocks. The third type of rock is made out of first two types. These are metamorphic rocks. Igneous and sedimentary rocks are changed into metamorphic rocks under conditions of intense heat and pressure. The metamorphic is derived from the Greek word meta, which means change, and morphe, which means form. For example, clay changes into slate, limestone into marble, and coal into diamond. The three types of rocks are constantly forming from one to another in a continuous circle which is known as rock cycle. When the igneous rocks are exposed to weather changing, they are broken and eroded and give birth to sedimentary rocks. And due to excessive heat and pressure, these rocks further undergo a change into metamorphic rocks. So this type of change from one type of rock to another is called rock cycle. Rocks are very useful to us. We use things made from rocks and minerals every day. We use it for the lead in the pencils. Hard and large blocks of rocks are used for construction work and carving handicraft. We also play several games with these small stones. Children, we have learnt about rocks now. All rocks are made up of minerals. You must be wondering what minerals are. Let's understand this. Think of a chocolate cookie as a rock. The cookie is made up of flour, butter, sugar, and chocolate. And these butter, sugar, flour, and chocolate are like minerals. Thus, minerals are naturally occurring substances from which rocks are formed.
There are approximately 3,000 different minerals in the world, among which diamond is the hardest mineral. Coal, petroleum, and natural gas are also minerals. Minerals like precious metals and gemstone are also used in making jewelry, and the minerals in the soil provide nutrients that plants need. With this, we have finished the explanation of this chapter. Children, read the chapter from the PDF file, watch this video for the better understanding, and enjoy learning. Stay home and stay safe. God bless you all.